Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Yvonne, and for today's video, you guys are going to be joining me as I water my plants. So keep on watching. I love houseplants and I have quite a bit of plants, and so I just kind of wanted to do something different and just take you guys along as I water my plants and also kind of just show you kind of like a mini tour of my plants. So I'm really excited and hopefully you guys like it. But yeah, so every time I water my plants, I use this plant app that helps me kind of just keep track of like the plants that I have in the house and where I have them and when I should water them. Just because it helps me keep track of them and then I don't forget to water them. So I use this plant app called Planta, and it's been working wonderfully for me. Like I said, it helps me keep track of the plants I have and where I have them and when I need to water them and stuff. And so, and I have, let's see, I think I have 16 plants that I need to water today. And some of them are outside, but I won't be showing that today. It's just gonna be the indoor plants. And I think I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 plants that I will be watering today. And anyways, I like this app because, like I said, it helps me keep track of them. And it also has, like, I'll put it up right here or right here. Once you water it, you put a little check mark and then you just move on to the next plant, like that, you know you already watered it, and don't go back and water it again and kill your plant. So let's go ahead and water my plants. So we're downstairs now, and I wanted to show you guys one of the things that I really use and I really like using, and it's this moisture meter. And this is what I use to check if my plants need more water or if they're okay where they're at. And this moisture meter, in its packaging, it came, and I kept the back of it. It came with this kind of like guide in the back where it tells you the name of the plant and the level they're supposed to be at on the moisture meter. And if they're at that specific number, then they don't need water. But if they're below that number, then you should be watering them. But if they're at that number or above, you shouldn't water them just because they don't need it. So you just might be overwatering them, which can be bad for the plants. For example, it says on here that a fern has to be at a 4 or below. So 4 like being on the moisture meter, which is like right between moist and dry. And so what I'm gonna go ahead and do, I'm just gonna take my fern and just stick this in there in the dirt. I try to put it next to the roots, just like so I know whether the roots are like more on the dry side or wet or whatever. And I usually leave it in there for a few seconds just because I feel like it takes the meter a few seconds just to kind of, for the needle of it to move. And I don't know if you can tell right there, but it's like slowly moving, or maybe it just stopped. All right, so it says it's an 8, and as you can see, it's still on the blue side, which means it's still wet. And when that happens, I like to just check the soil and see how it feels. And it still feels kind of wet, so I'm not gonna be watering it today. I'm just gonna leave it. So when that happens, I just leave it like that and don't give it any water. And I go into my Planta app, and then I just scroll down to where I find the fern, and then right next to it, and I'm gonna be putting the screenshot like right here. I just put it has two little Z's next to it, sleeping or snooze, and I put snooze so it can remind me in 2 days or so to check the soil and see if it needs more water. So I'm gonna be doing that for some of the other plants and see if they don't need water, then I won't water them. I'll just go ahead and snooze it on here, and if they do, then I'll be giving them some water. And what I did, I have my little watering can right here. I just got this, I think, at Lowe's for $3, I think. So it's just plastic, and I put some plant food in here. So I'm gonna be giving my plants some plant food today, mixed in with the water. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. Another of the plants that I have to water today is this one, and this is a Dracaena, I believe that's how you say it. And the soil looks a little dark on it, but I'm just gonna go ahead and put the moisture meter in there and see what it says. And as you can see, it is still like kind of wet, moist, and the soil does feel kind of like still a little bit wet, so I'm not gonna water it. I'm just gonna go ahead and leave that one. The next plant we're gonna check on is this plant, and it's, I don't know, this plant's a little weird on me. Some of the leaves did die and I had to rip them off. But let's check the soil. This one still with, I don't think I even have to use the moisture meter on it just because it still feels wet. So I'm just gonna go ahead and skip this one and water it and check up on it like tomorrow or in 2 days. And now we're just gonna go ahead and head upstairs and check the ones up there. So this one is a coffee plant. I got this one at Lowe's, and when I bought it, it was already, like the leaves are already like that. So, and I haven't taken them off just because I feel like that's gonna look really bald. So I'm just waiting for it to get a tiny bit bigger before taking these leaves off. And this one, the soil feels dry to the touch. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it some water. And what I usually do when I water it, just kind of like count 1, 2, 3, and then stop and let that water kind of soak up. And this one is a terracotta pot and it has a drainage pot at the bottom. And then so all the water's soaked up, so I'm gonna do it again. 1, 2, 3. And I tried to get around the entire plant to make sure like everything is watered and not just like the center. So that's what I usually do. I don't always give it water until it starts to drip at the bottom. I just kind of do that like the 1, 2 twice and then wait till all the water gets soaked up. And so that's that one. And the next one is right here on the window, and this is a succulent that I've had for like quite a few years now. And this one I try to water like once a week just because they're succulents and they don't need that much water. So that's what I do, just like a 1, 2, 3, and that's about it for the succulent. So now that I watered a few plants, I'm gonna go onto my phone. And we watered the Arabian coffee plant, so I'm gonna go ahead and check that off. And we watered one of the succulents right there. And the purple waffle plant, which is the one that was downstairs that I just showed you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and press 2 little Z's and snooze it and check up on it in 2 days. And hopefully the soil will be a little bit dry. So up next, and I have these that are, some of these like are outside, and I'm not gonna water those right now. I'm gonna wait till like later in the afternoon. So up next is a purple waffle plant that I have in my room, and then a prayer plant that I have in my bathroom, and a golden pothos that I have in my beauty room. So let's go up and check on those. Okay, so I have the golden pothos hanging up in my room right there. And this one I usually have to take it down and take it to like the sink because I don't have a saucer for it and I don't want it to like drain on this plant stand. So I'm going to be taking it out and putting it in the bathroom. We are in my bathroom, and I usually put them inside the bathtub if I water them and just like let the water drain. So I have the golden pothos that was in my beauty room. I have the prayer plant that we need to check on, and we have another purple waffle plant that I have in the room, and this one is starting to look a little bit sad. I'm not sure why, which is also making me really sad. But yeah, this is a purple waffle plant, or it's called like a snow white something. I can't remember. I'll put it like on the screen. But yeah, this one's starting to look really sad. Like the leaves are starting to get dry. I'm not really sure why, but I'm hoping it lives. Okay, so I'm gonna just go ahead and start with this one. And seeing the dirt, feeling it, it feels wet. So I'm not gonna water this one, so I'll just wait for that one. And then moving on to the prayer plant, this one's just so gorgeous. Like look at the leaves. Well, this one's a little damaged, but these leaves are so beautiful, and it just gave me new leaves. Like this one's a new one, and then this one's a new one, and as you can tell, it has a new leaf coming in right there, which makes me so happy. All right, so moving on. So the dirt in this one, isn't completely wet, but it's not completely dry either. It's still a little like moist. So I'm just gonna leave it like that for one more day, just because my hands, because I'm scared of overwatering this one, and this one is in a pot that doesn't have a drainage hole, so I don't want to overwater it. So I'm just gonna wait one more day before watering that one, just because I don't want to kill it, because look how beautiful it is. Alright, and moving on to the golden pothos. This one I bought at Lowe's for like $5, and it's just so pretty. And it's a vining plant, and it's giving me a new leaf right there. Alright, so this one, I don't know if you can tell, the dirt just looks dry, and it's really dry, so I will be watering this one. I'm gonna go ahead and place it in my bathtub, and I'm gonna do like what I did earlier, the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I kind of give it a little bit of a lot of water. It spilled over the side. And I usually, yeah, like I said, I wait till it soaks up, and then I do it one more time. I'm gonna just set it here in the bathtub for an hour or so until it's done draining before moving it back into the beauty room. Alright guys, so my microphone had disconnected without me realizing in the last part of the video. Pretty much what I'm saying is that was all the plants I had to water for that day, and all of them needed to be watered. So some of them I skipped and pressed snooze on the Planta app, and others I did have to water, as you saw. And that was it for today's video, and thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe when you leave. And if you like this video, please go ahead and give the thumbs up, and if you want to see more videos like this, please comment down below. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.